So we got chickens. We got more chickens. And we lost some chickens. We're down to 12 of the original chickens from 16. And one of them just died actually. But we got new chickens. I'll go around the other way. In March, we got 16 more chickens, why not? And we got 15 Rhode Island Reds, and then 1 white leghorn rooster. It's a hot day, so the ladies are all hiding in the shade. This is an ash tree that I cut down, and then it kind of took over again. And now I'm kind of fine with it because it shades them really well. Look at all that shade on the hot day. They're super pissed off. They also have a ton of watermelon this morning. Look at that. I love it. It's just wrapping around it. One thing too is now these guys, these gals, the older ones are free rangers, so they can go out and be out wherever they want to be. But I think it's hot, so they're all chilling. Hey, there's King Henry.
He had this voice like a distinguished Foghorn Leghorn.
Look at this guy. Hey, buddy. He's getting big. In about a month, they'll be laying eggs, and we got him so we can start hatching our own. So that'll be exciting. But yeah, I made this coop again. Coop, no, this isn't a coop. This is a chicken run. But I took 3 cattle panels and then chicken wire and 4 T-posts, because there's already T-posts on this other side here from the other one. Okay, I added one, I lied. But yeah, cheap and easy. And this is actually part of a shelving that we had leftover stuff, and I was trying to figure out what to do with it. So I made it a door and the rest of the wall, I guess. Anyways, I'll show you inside the coop. It is hot. It's a hot day out, so they're doing what they can to keep cool. Staying in the shade. I got the fan going. One thing I like about this, the way I did it, is, you know, besides the water and the food dish, cans, whatever you want to call them, you know, the roosts are all wood. For some reason they choose the egg baskets to roost on a lot of times, but that's the favorite spot. And then just kind of a lot of branches all over. Give them some options. They kind of got a lot of room up here. I'm 6 feet, over 6 feet tall. And then we go out and look at the run. And so eventually when they get older, they'll be out in free range too. But right now, I just want to make sure they're still good. They're easy targets. I think these are like a requirement for any chicken coop. Normally I wear muck boots, but oops. I have a habit of going all out when it comes to a garden.
Don't you have any self-control?
So this year is no different. Last year we did a lot of corn, cantaloupe, I don't know, it was a lot of stuff. You get bored listing it all, but this year we went even more. And here, I'll kind of show you what we got. All right, so right here, we got some russet potatoes. I'm gonna hill them again, but I don't know. Let me know if I'm doing this right or not. I tried it last year and then they got overtaken by weeds over in the big field. And I don't know, this is my best hope yet, so don't hate. Now we got some slicing cucumbers. We got 1 that sprouted, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I chopped up a little bit. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's leaf lettuce. Spinach, I swear, is in here somewhere. Ah, that looks like it. It is. Oh, the rabbits are eating it. Pickling cucumbers, and I got some more leaf lettuce. This is kind of like that, whatever, multi-looking stuff. More pickling cucumbers. This here is romaine lettuce, hopefully. I got a few of them going across here. So that's supposed to be that whole row. Believe it or not, I just cleared up all the weeds in this, kind of. I took a weed whacker and I just kind of slapped it at the ground between the aisles. rows, I guess. It worked pretty good. Now it's just, it got hot later on in the day and then it rained, and now it's just kind of, I did put straw down, so that's most of what you see, but the other stuff, it kind of helps. Anyways, this is dill. If you can see it, it's coming up. This one you can see a little bit better. So there's some romaine lettuce. We want to start making our own sauces, so, and ketchup and whatever. So we got a lot of these San Marzanos. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and then that's some more romaine lettuce. And we also got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these. Yeah, so I'm excited. We're gonna try to make ketchup, pasta, spaghetti sauce. Anyways, in between I got carrots. I read that those grow well in between tomatoes and stuff. And a different type of carrots. I think these ones are shorter ones. These ones are longer ones. You can kind of see them. This was my jalapeno, and the deer kind of just ate the top off of it. Just ran up and just, I don't know if you can see it, chopped it up. So that's kind of recovering nicely. And then the deer did it to this too. And that was sweet. But it looks like it's kind of coming back too. I think I see a pepper there. Deer didn't get this, so I'm happy. This is a hot banana pepper. And then these 3 are my beefsteak tomatoes. I was looking at cages at Walmart and I was like, $5 a cage. That's insane. You know how much that'd be? Like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's a lot. I'm not even done yet. So anyways, I took a stick and some chicken wire, wrapped it around, and then took a little twine, hooked it up back when it was little. I might cut that soon. You can't even see it. Oh, come on. Whatever. You get the point. Anyways, cheap as heck. I can reuse that every time. Take that, Walmart. It's not hot out. I just cry from my forehead. So we're coming up on the other garden. This is the one that we went all out last year. Last year we didn't have that one back there because we were naive and thought we could keep all the wildlife at bay. So this is the big garden. This whole row is gonna be sunflowers. I don't think Laura's seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's a sunflower. And I think that's a sunflower. I think that's a sunflower. I think that might be a sunflower. And that, so I think they're finally coming in, at least over here. But this here is gonna be cantaloupe. And some of the birds or wildlife, I don't know what did it. They ate some, but attacked.
Birds? Yeah, birds.
Most of them are okay though. I wish there was more watermelon seeds because this is so much cantaloupe. I don't like watermelon. All right, here comes watermelon. You tell me, what am I missing here? These ones look like little babies. That one's okay. This one's doing pretty good. That's probably the best one so far. These next 3 rows are corn, and that's depressing because you can't really see any. I'm just hoping that the corn grows taller than the rest of the stuff and just kind of survives. Anyways, you come over here. Some of these are already doing really good. This is the row that you can tell I put all of the straw down from the chicken coop over the winter here. Oh, they're so happy. So maybe I'm just missing a lot of nitrogen because even these are popping through. But yeah, you can even see some like right here, look at that. And the worst part was the turkeys. They would take all my corn. Sometimes the bear. All right, this isn't really part of the garden, but I like this. Look at that. Daisies and black-eyed Susans. I know these are more of like a weed daisy, but I don't care. They don't have the great smell, but they look cool. Look at that, the black-eyed Susans just grow naturally. Fox and cubs down there, I think. The orange one. Look at all them daisies. It looks like we're growing them, but really, it's just natural. That's yarrow. You should read up on that. It'll really help you. There's some more yarrow. If you get time, really look up on the natural plants. It's kind of crazy. I was at a friend's farm one day and we were checking out their goats. No, their lambs, their sheep, whatever. And one of the people that were there too is like an open house, and he knew exactly about weeds and stuff like that. He just grabbed something from the forest. He knew exactly what it was, and it kind of impressed me. So I kind of got on that whole thing and just wanted to learn more about everything that's around me. And kind of, it's been eye-opening. There's a lot of stuff you can eat, and I'm sure a lot of you know about stinging nettle and mullein and goldenrod. But even some stuff like this right here is dock.
What's up, Doc?
So right now you don't want to eat that anymore. This right here, towards fall or maybe next spring, these would be seeds that are black, and if you wanted to, you could grind them up and use them for flour. It'd probably be like a rye flour, I think, but not bad. Anyways, these leaves, I would eat these and they almost taste like rhubarb. Not at this height when they're more down low, but something good to know. There's kind of a lot of stuff that's to be learned about just what's around you. And I think that's kind of good to know, because if everything, like, you know, went to poo-poo, you'd still be able to survive off the land. Or if you get lost, I always hear about people, you know, these Cub Scouts or these Boy Scouts or these old people or whatever that get lost in the woods. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. But they get lost in the woods and they just survive off of crazy stuff like that. I'll always remember this one guy. I was younger and I found out this kid, he just graduated from high school and he spent like a year in the woods, whole year, no money, just lived off the woods and the land. I just thought that was crazy. Like, you didn't need anything, you just lived off of everything, of the land. And I'm not like condoning homelessness, or saying don't try to get a house, but it's kind of eye-opening. Do we need all that? Oh man, thank you. Anyways, moving on. These are pie pumpkins. I found out last year that you can't use regular pumpkins for that, and I muted everything. So these are pie pumpkins, and you can tell this next one, it goes down. These are going to be the miniature pumpkins. They're just fun to grow. It's kind of a cool rock.
Easily distracted.
I don't know how it did that, but if you guys are wondering what I'm doing with all these little sticks in here, so the turkeys last year, they'd take all these little hills, they'd do dust baths in them and wreck all my plants. So I stick sticks in them. So far it's worked. It's deterred them from messing up my stuff, except for a few over there that they just wanted to be jerks about.
Yeah, you're a jerk. Oh.
I gotta show you some other ones too, because I just stuck them down and then some are regrowing, so they branched out. I'll show you that. But more small pumpkins, or the miniature pumpkins. And now we're on to the jack-o'-lanterns. Look at these beasts. Oh, here's what I'm talking about. This was a dead, and look, it's a willow. So anyways, that goes all the way down there. Do I need that many? No. Will it be fun? Yeah. Do you love Halloween? Yes, me too. But look at this, so crowded with everything. Boom, still corn. I wish I had more chicken poop.
It's something no one has ever said.
I will this year though. Another thing I thought was cool is, look at this. I don't know if I had pumpkins growing here last year, but they're growing here this year in the corn. I hope you guys like strawberries as much as I do, because this is my strawberry lane. We planted a bunch of them last year. Well, anyways, I got one still. I found it, transplant it. I'll probably move strawberries over to the other side. We got wild strawberries too, so it's very confusing. These ones, they'll still grow fruit. They're very small. I'll show you a picture.
You want to take a picture?
All right, here's some blueberries. I got 2 blueberry plants. It's on survival mode. That's okay. I've been giving them a lot of nitrogen this year, and I know blueberries probably don't like that, but that's fine. I want them to boost it and grow quick. So you see all this new growth here? It's looking really good. And look, I got some blueberries right here and some right there. And I got this netting over here because those dang turkeys like ate all of them last year. Anytime there was one that was just about ripe, I'd wait another day and it frickin' took it every time. So I got this netting. It was like 20 bucks at Walmart. Actually, it was pretty long. I think both of these two here, that for the grapevines, I think that was one package. Actually, that might have been 2. Anyways, so here's grapevines. Got this grapevine. I actually thought these are grape Somersets. We got them from Menards, because Menards is my favorite place. Way better than Home Depot, anything Lowe's. Anyways, if you're in the Midwest, you know. We thought this one was dead, and all of a sudden I noticed it kind of sprouting, so maybe it was a late bloomer, but this thing is just kind of taken off now. Look at that. That one we thought was dead, and then this one over here we thought was dead. So I was ready to about tear it out, because the other one was already fully gone before this one even showed up. So these are both grape Somersets. These are seedless ones. They were delicious the first year we got them, and then we didn't have much luck. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with traditional. So that's why I went with these. Got some little bit here this year, and again, I don't think I got any grapes last year because the dang deer ate them all. So that's my hope with this, is to have that stopped. And this one's going pretty good too. I gotta clear out the weeds. I didn't make this all nice, but I got some grapes here. Oh man, my hair just froze out of the sides and it's the best. All right, so we're coming up on the raspberries now. These I all took by the house, actually where the garden is now that I first showed you. And I moved them out of there because I wanted it a nice row. It was all just this big pile, so if you wanted to get some in the middle, you couldn't really get to them. So I've transplanted them over here. And then anyone with a good eye will know this isn't raspberry and this isn't raspberry, But oh well, I transplanted it possibly. But that's blackberry. Oh, that was pretty cool. I'll leave it. I like blackberries. Love blackberries. Here's another one. Little purple irises in here randomly. Anyways, look at that. It's kind of cool. They're just sporadic around. All right, I got one more thing I'll show you. I'll stop ranting about the god. And I'm on top of a big pile of poop, by the way. Septic tank.
That's why they call it the poop deck.
Okay, so there's two things that I really like about this place that I didn't know that we had right away. And one of them is wild plums. Look at all of them. They're so good when it comes to fall. Right now they look like they're little olives, but they get bigger, super good. Anytime we get plants like this and it's just like free food, I think that's awesome. And I don't know why everyone doesn't just like think, you know what, we could get apples for free if we just planted a couple apple trees and then never pay for apples again. I don't know, to me that's just, I don't know why we never did that. It was like whole life we're just like, go buy stuff from the money you make from work. Anyways, sorry, that's my rant. So anyways, these are grapevines. Look, they're just all over. And it was wild. And they're growing up this tree. You can see all the seeds coming in. So this is river grapes. So they probably have bigger seeds in them. But I had them at the other house that we're at, and they were so good. It's just crazy. Like, they're just covering the thing. It's over here too. Like, look at this. And that's not it. Look. Anyways, I just thought that was crazy. Like this vine right here, it's been around a bit. I also found rhubarb in here, right in that opening there. And so it was actually bigger rhubarb. I don't know if this place used to be more open. It's from the 1920s was when it got built, 1922. And it makes me wonder, there's an apple tree straight over here, grapes. I'm assuming they're a river grape. It makes sense, they're in the forest. But rhubarb, and there is black currants around here too. So these are black currants. And then I discovered that we have tons of them. Also blackberries. Anyways, that's our garden for this year, 2025. I'm excited, hopefully it goes good.